Hi, I'm Jeanette. Let's walk together. Today, we're at the Chicago Botanic Garden, and it's May, early May. So I wanted to take a walk. I love to walk in gardens, and right here in the Chicago area, we have a really terrific botanic garden. It's a nonprofit, and I thought, well, it's a nice day. Let's try one here. We'll do a walk. Let's walk together. Chicago Botanic Garden has lots of classes that they offer and multiple locations where they have events and classes. No. So I just went in and used the bathroom. I'm back. She was nice enough that I went in once and said I'd be back out. This is the welcome building. Restrooms are available. Membership information. I'm a new member. So I've got a membership that will be able to bring a guest. And then there's shopping, garden shop. And I have some favorite areas of the garden that I thought I would use today for our walk. Too early for the flowers, but they really start most of the programs up in June. But I'm delighted to see they've got lots of things happening already. And actually, what is this? It's a Friday, early May, and it's pretty crowded. I'm a little surprised at how crowded it is in the middle of the day on a weekday with some short sections. Look at all the tulips. On the Grand Lake. And about the Chicago Botanic Garden, it was begun by a society that had been in existence since the late 1800s in Chicago. But that's the education center in the brick. We have a piece called the Sower Polisek. He's sowing seeds, and they brought that from downtown. Anyway, the society that had begun this had done so after reimagining itself. They had closed down during World War II, began back up after that, and we're able to get this piece of land. We're not in the city. It's pretty much suburban Northbrook that the Chicago Botanic Garden is located. So, gosh, in just a moment, I will stop this and restart with this on my gimbal. They do, in the Regenstein Center, they also have fiber art exhibits and floral exhibits and botanic exhibits. And I believe the phrase that the Botanic Garden uses is that plants are the way to save the world. Turn this so that, I've noticed in some of my walks that you keep seeing something from the side. And I think it's probably the gimbal. Sorry, I'm learning. So hopefully you'll keep walking. There's the tulips again. And there should be other tulips as well. I'm sure that we will pass. So I'm headed back towards the welcome building. But I'm going to take a little jump off the side here. And there's good signage. There are maps available. Display gardens, Regenstein Center, and greenhouses, McGinley Pavilion, and Gardens of the Great Basin. So that we just passed isn't even considered the Great Basin, that lake. They were on a little path going through the flowers. Flowers are labeled. There's some flowing water here. Baby blue eyes, California poppies, American daisies. And they have these divided by where they're from. Some are from the US, some are from Japan, Asian kinds of tulips. And labeled nicely. And white daffodils here. The center fountain has some, oh, I don't know what all those greens are. Decoding plant labels. Ways to read them all. So the Regenstein Center. I also really love the trees, the little trees. Hydrangeas. And the ferns are starting to pop out. Oh, the corpse flower. There's something about that. Apparently, it's got an interesting stink. I don't know if I'll get over there or not. People are out. It's a little cool today. Probably, I don't know, 65 in the sun. Maybe I'm wearing a denim jacket. Kind of over a sweatshirt. Part of the greenhouse, they have a wonderful orchid show here too in the winter. And we are just near the English walled garden, which is one of my favorites. I'll walk outside at first here. Look at those. So things are just starting to sprout. Lots of poppies. I bet Europe is swarming with the poppies everywhere right now. That's the walled garden. We'll go there in a sec. I actually might have us go through the little gate. Nope, here comes a crowd. I'll take the large gate. English gardens tend to be done in sort of a natural way. I mean, they're actually quite controlled, but they don't generally do as much control for an English garden as, say, an Italian traditional garden. Sweet sitting areas here. And you look over the wall. Can you hear the bird? Nice little fountain. It's not on right now, but it might be later. Ooh, I like seeing the string because I use that kind of thing at home for vines. Vines are incredible. They'll grow on anything. More tulips. No
The
worries.
first step's
A
a
doozy.
tall one, yeah.
The English walled garden is not real large. People are pretty nice about seeing me doing videotaping. Nobody cares. Ooh, look at that blue. Wow, does that stand out? So, part of what I'm trying to do is have walks in public places. So, if you come, oh, they have a carillon here too, by the way. Maybe you can see it. Trying not to turn too fast. I've seen how pitiful I am at that. I believe that as the summer goes on, this will fill in with green. But let's have this be our first visit of the season. Ooh, I hope I have a little lollipop tree at home. I hope it looks like that at some point. That'd be amazing. But I think all of this will probably have Fiona Sunrise Jasmine. We're not at jasmine much yet. It's a little early for that here in the Midwest. That's a nice piece, too. And they make a little window right into the urn that's in the center there. Oh, those look nice. White magic. Touch of snow. Blooms on the trees look gorgeous right now. Within these ivy covered walls, 6 charming gardens pay tribute to English garden style and its history: cottage, formal daisy, courtyard garden, vista garden, checkerboard garden, and pergola garden. Outside the walls, the English influence continues. An old fashioned perennial border stands along the sunny west wall, while the English oak meadow is just to the east. And we'll pass through to the other end, and that'll take us over to the next section, which is getting closer to some of the islands, the Japanese garden island. Um, since it's quiet here, I will take a second to say hi. Hi, I'm Jeanette. Let's walk together. I hope you enjoy the walks in the places I enjoy. That's the goal, to distract you while you're walking on a treadmill or other. I mean, because I've done plenty of time doing that exact thing. And this was inspired by a woman I consider a friend who was doing walks in Paris, still is. She's a guide. Lilacs. My hometown is called Lombard, the lilac town. We have a lilac park there. Mother's Day will be this weekend. That's when the lilacs kind of try to be in bloom. And there's a lilac parade and a lilacia park. I took my mom there when she was in a wheelchair. Just there's, I don't know, 100 varieties or more of lilacs at Lilacia Park. It's pretty. Okay, so we've exited the English garden. So we're coming around the lake, and in the distance, along the path, you can see part of the Japanese garden on an island. And we will go over there. There's a waterfall coming up on the right. They do such a nice job trimming everything very carefully. There's some geese. It's all easy paths. Wheelchairs are doable here. Walkers, as you just might have noticed. We passed someone with a walker. Those are doable. Nice waterfall, but they have a separate garden that's got a lot more of this. Can you hear it? Hope you can hear that a bit. And the birds. And it goes down. Oh no, that is the waterfall garden. I was wrong. I thought they had another one as well. Garden designed for centuries. Special qualities make it a versatile medium. Water flows, glistens, nourishes, mirrors. Tranquil pond, irrigation stream, or cascading fall. It served decorative, utilitarian, and symbolic purposes in the gardens of many different cultures. It enhances and sustains plants. Steps at the top make it only partially accessible. So those are the steps they're talking about. Japanese garden and evening garden coming up. We'll do the Japanese garden. I will learn more and explain the evening garden because I don't know what it is. I think I'll go left initially. You can hear the gravel underfoot, birds in the trees. I hope you're getting a sense of the space that we're in. Oh, somebody's working over there. The way they've trimmed. There's a bridge over to that garden. I'll take that.
I won't post, but there's more. Can I play outside?
Lots of evergreens. Behind this wall of green is a little building. We'll head over there too. Look at that. Exit only. Okay. Just a very tiny, quiet little Japanese garden. Watch your step. Shown house. So it gives the impression of being a private garden at a private home, but I think they use it for storage of equipment. Maybe sometimes have little exhibits or classes modeled on the residences of warriors and aristocrats of the Edo period in Japan, 16 to 1800s, named after shoin alcoves used for reading, writing, and contemplation. Designed to merge the outdoors with the indoors, sliding panels open to reveal magnificent views of the lake. So, with the lake just on the other side, it would be a gorgeous view with it all open. And it's tucked away back here pretty well. I think I'll just have time to get us over to the little bridge. Seasons demonstrate the change that's an important part of life. So the evergreens remain all year, but then in spring the assorted flowers come to represent new life. And so the zigzag bridge, interesting one. This bridge recalls the beauty of simple bridges Japanese farmers would build to cross shallow ponds and streams. In traditional gardens, Japanese gardens, a bridge like this is often placed amidst drifts of irises as an allusion to the ancient Japanese take and is set in a region known for irises. The zigzag bridge is also used to encourage visitors to slow down and consider the view around them. So we will do that. Gotta watch your step. Okay, we've almost come to 20 minutes. I'll do a few more because it's really nice. And probably add another walk to this. There are so many parts to the Chicago Botanic Garden that I'd like you to see some of the other stuff too. Hi. I'll go on down these steps and stop at the base. Called Hydrangea Stairs and Boat Dock, it says. I haven't ever seen any boats out here, but it's a beautiful view, isn't it? Keep walking. Good job. And we'll do more later. Cheers.